Hello, AVGT community. In today's news clip, we have a fun one for you. Alaska pilot who flew with revoked credentials claims to be a free citizen, Fed says. Per alaskapublic.org, an Alaska man whose flight certification was revoked after a near collision last year is facing federal charges after prosecutors say he continues to fly and made claims that he was a sovereign citizen. Alaska's U.S. Attorney's Office said in a statement Monday that William Marsan, 56, is accused of operating an aircraft without an airman certificate, operating an unregistered aircraft, and operating an aircraft displaying a false registration mark. The case began June of 2023 when a close call involving Marsan's Piper Cherokee was reported to the Federal Aviation Administration. Marsan did not radio his intentions to take off from an airport in Palmer and operated the aircraft against the flow of landing traffic, resulting in a near mid-air collision with another aircraft attempting to land, officials said in a statement. According to an indictment filed by prosecutors Thursday, Marsan received a second-class medical certificate from the FAA in 2019, but didn't renew it the following year. He also canceled the Cherokee's aircraft registration in 2022. About a month after June 9, 2023, near a collision at Palmer Municipal Airport, an FAA safety inspector saw Marsan land there in the Cherokee. The inspector identified himself and asked to see Marsan's pilot and medical certificates, as well as the plane's registration and airworthiness certificate. Marsan refused, prosecutors said. He told the inspector he was a free citizen and did not need a pilot or medical certificate, and added that his aircraft has been deregistered according to the indictment. Sovereign citizens, who sometimes call themselves free citizens, are a fringe group of people who reject state and federal law, sometimes claiming to be citizens of a self-defined nations. Later last summer, the indictment against Marsan said 2 FAA inspectors saw his plane at the Willow Airport. They said the N in its painted identification number on each side was partially covered by stickers, one which had the appearance of a flag. The FAA investigation led it to issue an emergency revocation of Marsan's pilot certificate in January. Marsan had 10 days to file an appeal, but he did not do so. Nevertheless, he has continued to operate the aircraft without registration, with an obscured identification number, and without a valid pilot certificate through the dates of this indictment, prosecutors wrote. Marsan was arrested Thursday and is being held at Anchorage Correctional Complex. In a Monday pretrial memo, the prosecutors in the case, Assistant U.S. Attorney Tom Bradley, said that Marsan has indicated he plans to represent himself without legal counsel. Bradley also said Marsan had made discredited, frivolous arguments that have been rejected by the courts for decades, including that he is not subject to federal law or jurisdiction because he is not a citizen of the United States, but rather an American state national. Bradley told the courts that the prosecution isn't opposed to Marshall being released before trial, but asked it to bar Marsan from flying unlicensed or flying an unregistered aircraft. Marsan faced a maximum of 3 years in prison and a $250,000 fine on each count in the case. Prosecutors are seeking the forfeiture of his plane if he is convicted. Here in the United States, if you have watched any of the live cop shows on TV or on YouTube, at some point you will come across an individual claiming to be a sovereign citizen. I have never thought I would have seen someone try this in aviation. What do you think should happen? Let us know in the comments below. If you could do us a favor, hit that like button. We earn your subscription, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when future videos come out. Also, when we go live. If you'd like to help us share the love of aviation, become a member of the channel. We have many member perks. If you like the classic style, we do have our link to our PayPal account below, as well as super thanks. Also, don't forget we do have merchandise that any AVGeek would love. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy spotting.